I think a lot of you guys have already seen it. The hustle culture rampant across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. The 4 a.m. wake-ups, the cold plunges, the while you were sleeping, I was working kind of narrative. No days off, no excuses, rest is for the weak. It's everywhere. Every scroll, another reminder that someone is out there grinding harder than you, sleeping less than you, wanting it more than you. And if you're not doing the same, you're falling behind. And for a brief number of years, I kind of bought in. I told myself that the only way to make something of myself was to never stop. That every hour not spent improving was an hour wasted. And that if I just kept moving, kept pushing, kept filling every single gap during the day, that I would get there. And for a while I genuinely believed in that. Or so it seemed. And then it comes to a point where I think for a long time, and that I wasn't really chasing productivity. I was just chasing the feeling that my life wasn't empty. Piano classes, cast hours, always something on the calendar, because if I stopped, what was left? Then IB came, and it didn't care how busy it looked. It just took everything I had, and I almost burned. When it all stopped, I didn't feel free. I felt exposed, like the busyness had been covering something I wasn't ready to look at. And for the first time in years, I had no choice but to just sit with it, in eerie silence. That's when I realized rest isn't the absence of doing, it's the presence of honesty, about what you actually need, about who you actually are when nobody's grading you. And the more I step back, the more I see it. Rest isn't the enemy of greatness, it's built into the design of it. Just think about it. 4 quarters in basketball, 2 halves of 45 minutes in football, pit stops in every Formula 1 race. None of that is an accident. Someone, somewhere, sat down and decided that even at the highest level, even with millions watching, even with everything on the line, the game has to stop somewhere. The players have to breathe, and the car has to come in. And these aren't soft rules. They're written by the same governing bodies that demand the absolute peak from these athletes. The people who built the sport around winning also built rest into it. Because they understood something we forget. You cannot extract greatness from a body you never let recover. We can train ourselves to ignore that, to push to the very edge, to wear no days off like a proud badge. And for a while, it does work. But the rules exist because someone already learned the hard way what happens when they don't. So gradually I'm trying to stop seeing rest as a thing I do when I've earned it. And I started seeing it as the way sports does, as part of the game. Not the reward for the work, but part of the work. Even on my worst days now, I do the bare minimum. Not because it's impressive, because it's the anchor. It's the thing that keeps me in the game long enough to actually play it. So no, I don't think rest is for the weak anymore. Even though I still work out as an 18-year-old. I think it's for the people who actually want to last. The ones playing a long game instead of a loud one. I still don't have it figured out though. I'm about to move across the world to a place I've never lived, to start something I've never done, and I'm kinda scared. But instead, I'm learning to sit with it. Maybe that's where you find out who you actually are. Not in the grind, but in the pause right after it. So before you chase the next thing, ask yourself what you're really running from. And then rest. You've earned the right to find out.